sir. Welcome back, N1 family. We back. It's your boy Uncle T.
I'm your boy Stefan.
Happy Finals Eve. Happy Finals Eve, everybody. So usually we be recording on Thursdays. No, Thursdays. We record
mornings.
Friday mornings.
Right.
And I usually drop the episodes Friday afternoon. But with the finals starting tomorrow, we just thought that it was necessary that we gave y'all just a quick little breakdown on the series. A couple thoughts on Game 7 and where do the Thunder go from here. The biggest X factors going into the series for the finals. Who has a coaching advantage, so things of that nature. So I'm not going to waste y'all time. We're going to get right into it. Game 7, Spurs beat the Thunder 103-94. I think that was the score.
Yes, sir. 111 to 103.
Oh, I'm tripping. 111
to 103.
Okay, so, yeah, they won Game 7. Underwhelming performance from Chet.
To say the least. But even before you get into Chet, bro, honestly, there was a lot to highlight about that. I think Chet became the focal point and the scapegoat because his performance is so egregious.
Yep.
That at the end of the day, you get 22 from Wemby. You got Champagne giving you 20, Vassalport in 11, Castle gave you 16, De'Aaron Fox gave you 15. You got 12 off the bench from Dylan Harper. So you really have a lot of other contributing factors going into the Spurs' favor. And the story that was going into that Game 7 was Jay Williams. Is he going to be able to play or not? He did not play in that game. That hamstring's been bothering him all year. He's been in and out of the lineup all playoffs long. And now you're looking at a situation where you're shorthanded and you need other players on OKC to step up. So when you're looking at OKC and like the production you got from them,
and they lost A.J. Mitchell, too.
And A.J. Mitchell.
And he was a big part of their offense because when J-Dub was out in the beginning of the playoffs, you could tell that he kind of took over as a secondary option and a secondary creator, too, because he was getting everybody else involved and getting them easy shots. And that kept the ball out of Shea's hands a lot. You could tell when Shea was bringing the ball up the court, they were blitzing him every single time, whether it be Castle or just they kept sending bodies at him constantly. So they were hurting by missing both of those players.
Right. I mean, Shea showed up for his team, 35 points, 9 assists, shot 12 out of 21 shot attempts, very efficient. Only shot 2 of 5 from 3, which is, 40%, which I think is fine. I'm a 90s baby, so I'm used to guys only getting about 4 or 5 3-pointers in a single game.
He was like 8 or 9.
Yeah, these guys, you have guys off the bench shooting 10 threes, which, I'm not going to get into that. But then Luol Dort, 3 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. He shot 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Luol Dort didn't give you anything. That's your starter.
Caruso didn't have the greatest game either.
Yeah, Caruso didn't have a great
game.
Even
McCain didn't play as well as
Caruso,
he does.
Caruso, was out there trying, and you got to remember, he's really playing beyond himself.
Yeah.
Caruso even getting 14 shots, only shot, 3 out of 14, 21%. Still give you 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and then the things that don't show up in the stat book with his defense, his intensity, he was getting under Stephon Castle's skin all series long, but especially in that Game 7, you really saw Castle like pleading for the ref, like, yo, he's done this chase down, wrap up, pull me to the floor thing every game, and he was tired of it. So, Caruso, I still feel like did what he had to do and fulfilled his role. McCain,
kind of underwhelming.
I can't even say.
He was giving timely
points,
buckets in the beginning of the series.
5 out of 12. Once again, you're asking people who, in their traditional role, wouldn't even be in this position for them to still give you double-figure points, and he didn't shoot bad. I mean, 2 of 7 from 3 isn't great. 5 out of 12 is, okay-ish. Shot 41%.
Yeah.
But if he took 2 less shots, he would have 50%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I feel like his shot selection wasn't bad this game. You're talking about a guy that was like a mid-season acquisition and has played big for them all playoff long. Let's see, where Hartenstein didn't really give you much, 7 points. And then the other J. Will that they have on the team, I forget his first name. I think this is the center. It gave you, 5 of 9, 11 points, 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
Not bad. Too many Jalen's. I forgot they have 2 Jalen Williams.
You know how that happened, right?
I don't know, man. I got the songs.
Because of Jalen Rose.
Yeah.
when he first came to the league, or when he first became like a public figure and he was known throughout the country, that wasn't a common name.
Yeah.
And then after people found out about him, that name blew up.
Blew up.
Why you think? How you think we know so many Jalen's, even if they spell it differently?
I played the song on my other podcast. I'll play the song again. There's way too many Jalen's in the NBA. I can have that song queued up in a second, but
Jalen Johnson, Jalen Williams, Jalen this, Jalen that.
Yeah,
I feel you.
all of them, Jalen's, a lot of Jalen's. But I mean, regardless, man. I mean, an epic Game 7, an exciting one to watch.
It was good.
Got to watch it with some homies outside at the Gulfstream Casino.
Okay.
It was a vibe out there.
Okay.
I love seeing basketball be basketball and like getting to the nitty gritty. And you know, I think the score was like 75-74 going into the fourth. You know, we were saying this game has a chance to be like under 100 points.
Yeah.
You know, the way these teams are playing defense, the way everyone's scrapping and clawing to get what they want. It just felt like a heavyweight fight. So, you know, I want to just salute the San Antonio Spurs who, for the youth and the inexperience, were able to overcome all that and actually settle into the game and make big play after big play. Every time you thought the OKC was going to come and make a run, they hit big shot after big shot. I mean, Dylan Harper playing beyond his years.
He's my favorite young player right now.
He's
different.
He is absolutely phenomenal, and I can't say enough about.
And you got to give him more credit too, because they spent what was it, more than half of the last quarter without Wemby in the game, and they still managed to pull the game off.
Wemby had foul trouble, and you know that was the disappointing part for Chet. Now I think we can talk about Chet.
Yeah,
it's one thing to, you know, have a bad game. It's another thing to look petrified in the moment, to look scared, to look non-aggressive.
Facts.
You wouldn't even attack Wemby when he was in foul trouble. Like, if for nothing else, get him fouled out the game, bro.
yeah. Because at least you're aggressive.
That's the thing, you know, you and Wemby are going to be tied at the hip for your whole career, especially if you're in the West. He's not going anywhere. At the end of the day, there's no other player in the league with your physical gifts that could somewhat match up with Wemby. You know, we all get it. Wemby, 7'5", 7'6", you know, the alien. But Chet, you're 7'1", and you have a long...
7'2".
Yeah. Same kind of lanky, narrow build, you know, very fluid. You got KD comparisons. You wearing KDs on the floor. You ain't playing KD like. He looked like the moment felt too big for him, and you know, down the stretch it became share or bust. And you know, I'll say that the Spurs just had a lot of bodies to throw at Shea, and Shea, like a star, showed up. That was probably the best. Yeah, that might have been Shea's best game on playoff.
Even dudes like Carter Bryant who come off the bench, that he might not be giving you much offensively, but on defense he's a menace. He's everywhere. Same thing with
Carter was out there headhunting too. I seen a few clips. Carter out there crashing the boards, just wham right into Shea. Like, hey, I'll give you a reason to flop. I was like,
he played blindfolded.
Oh, I like that.
You can tell that boy played football when he was younger.
Oh man, bro, he definitely he crap back. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Spurs play with a lot of heart.
Facts.
Mitch, great coach.
It's my guy.
Yeah, no, trust me. I know last episode you were rooting for him for that Coach of the Year.
Should have got that shit.
Hey,
they robbed him.
You know, if you don't get Coach of the Year, he has a chance to win a Finals, an NBA championship, and ultimately, I think that's probably what he would prefer over the Coach of the Year. So, salute to him. And now, you know, we're on.
And we got a rematch, '99 Finals. 27 years later. So, it's kind of hard to get a gauge on the series right now, because I feel like the Knicks are peaking, and they probably have been the best team the whole playoffs. But Spurs got Wemby, man, and Wemby's just different. He changes so much on the floor with his gravity and his defense and his offensive skill set that I can't even really tell you who I think is gonna win. I'm leaning Knicks, but I won't be surprised if the Spurs win.
Hey, man, I'm leaning Knicks too, and I'll say I got 3 things I think the Knicks just need to make sure they execute on. Going back and watching their 3 matchups between the regular season, the 2 games during the regular season, and the NBA Cup game.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with how they put Wemby in pick and roll situations, and Brunson looks comfortable. I know a lot of people, even hang with the homies, were talking about, they got Castle and they got Sell and they got all these bigger guards. It's gonna trouble Brunson. Brunson been small his whole life. Bigger guards don't bother him.
Yeah.
And I've seen Brunson shake the boots out of someone like was it Azur Thompson is on the Pistons, right?
Yeah.
It's Azur Thompson when
Yeah.
he crossed the hell out of him. I think that was last year's playoffs and hit that big 3 at the top of the key.
Mm-hmm.
If you can do that against that elite of an athlete on defense and who's a dog on defense and hunts everything on defense, you'll be fine against Castle and the like. I get maybe a few more bodies to throw at him than Detroit, but
Yeah.
Brunson, stay aggressive, stay efficient. Karl Anthony Towns, do not get silly fouls.
He has to
If
stay
they're-
engaged.
He's gonna be engaged. You can pick up a foul. Guarding Wemby, you're gonna pick up a foul. Don't play defense with your hands. Don't do no wacky kooky. Just what the hell was that? Don't get frustrated and pick up a foul for no reason. Your team will need you. Mitchell Robinson and OG, y'all gonna have your hands full with Wemby. You guys need to. They do a good job, or did a good job, with the matchups. The Knicks won 2 out of the 3 matchups.
And a lot of times in those games too, they would throw OG on Wemby because OG does have the strength, even though
Yeah.
he's way shorter.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy to look
It's
at.
crazy because 6'8"
Yeah,
still.
versus 7'5".
Yeah.
But he doesn't do a horrible job.
No, he does a great job because what he does is he pushes him off his spots early and he muscles up with Wemby early. So when you do that, and instead of him catching the ball on the block and you're catching it closer to the 3-point line,
Yeah.
it allows for your teammates to also settle in and look and be able to send help quicker versus if Wemby's not even one dribble, but literally like a face-up away from scoring the ball.
Yeah.
Control the boards as best you can. Although the Spurs do have Wemby, they're not really that big of a team.
Yeah.
Like, he's really their big. And everybody else around them ain't really that tall. They have some bigger guards, but they're still guards.
Because Harrison Barnes plays a 4, and I think he's like 6'8".
Yeah, and he barely plays, and he's on his last legs. But really, you're looking at like a 3 to 4 guard lineup and Wemby.
Yeah.
So when you talk about matchups, you talk about Josh Hart continue to be aggressive and capitalize off those turnovers. So we know Stephon Castle is going to turn over the rock. That's for sure going to happen. The Knicks, all playoffs long, have been one of the better teams at creating turnovers and scoring off of turnovers.
Yeah.
That needs to continue. So that's kind of like my 3 key points for the Knicks. And then, as the series unfolds, we'll see more and what has to come out of the Knicks for them to truly cement their first title in, over 50 years?
Yeah. 53 years. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so I think for me, when I'm looking at the Spurs, and I look at 3 things that I feel are important, and I think that are going to be factors for them are, number 1, the non-Wemby minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Wemby's not on the floor, obviously with what he does defensively and the gravity that he provides on offense, it's gonna be contingent that Fox and Castle and Harper, to an extent, are threats at all times, especially when he's not on the court. Because even in moments, they won Game 7, but games before that, you can see when Wemby was out of the game, they were kind of disoriented on offense. They were making careless turnovers and shit like that. So that's a big thing that I'm going to look at. And I'm going to look at, too, how Wemby starts the game.
Right.
He can't start the game from the outside going in. He has to establish his presence in the paint, whether it be in the elbow or the high post. Get the ball to him 15, 17 feet away from the rim. He has to start the game out from the paint, and then once you get in rhythm, then you can start branching off, moving back towards the three-point line and showing off your perimeter game. But it's proven and it's shown that you're way more effective when you start the game from inside out. So I'm going to look at that, too. And honestly, too, just the guard play from San Antonio and how they're going to deal with the Knicks wings, because the same way the Spurs could switch everything, so can the Knicks between OG Bridges and Josh Hart. They still got Alvarado off the bench. Clarkson plays defense, so they got to stay aggressive. Fox, I think, is going to be a lot bigger, and he's going to have to play a big role in this series just because he is the veteran out of all of those young guards. So he has to keep pushing the pace. Every time he gets the ball, pushing it in transition, putting pressure on the defense, attacking the rim constantly. So, yeah, the guard play, to me, that's going to be important. And even the Cat Wemby matchup, I'm not even going to say that because I would say the Knicks are kind of thin on the front line.
A little bit, but
besides, because after Cat and Mitchell Robinson, who they really got off the bench, that's a big.
There's really nobody else.
So if you're the Spurs guards, you got to keep attacking, attack the paint, attack the rim, keep putting pressure on them. Because if they're in foul trouble, then that bodes better for the Spurs.
Of course,
falls in their favor.
I think one of the things the Knicks do well is play defense without fouling, and they're very versatile. And you can argue that their backcourt and their wings are bigger than, the Spurs wings. I mean, you talk about Mikal Bridges, what, 6'6", 6'7"?
Yeah.
OG Anunoby about 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
Josh Hart 6'5". Of course, Brunson isn't a defensive player, but 6'1". He gives good effort. At the very least, he's smart and will put himself in the position to at least be advantageous when need be. I'm just thinking about that turnover battle, man. That turnover battle is going to be very crucial. And, I mean, like I said, we talk about the Knicks not being too deep in their front court. Well, I mean, after Wemby, it's just who? Luke Cornett?
I think Olynyk's on the team, too.
He
hasn't been getting burned.
He don't get no burn. Olynyk's getting no burn. And he's an older player. You don't want Olynyk. If Olynyk is getting major playing time in the NBA Finals, Knicks and New York, congratulations. You just won yourself a title. If you got to go to Kelly Olynyk in this series, it's going to be sad times. That is a red flag. Yes. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That means both your bigs are probably in foul trouble. And Karl-Anthony Towns, man, he stretches the floor. He's going to be able to bring Wemby out that paint a little bit. Wemby's not going to be able to sit there and camp.
Nah, for sure.
And roam free. You have to guard Towns. And that's the one thing that's the difference between them and OKC is that Chet should have been a player that you have to guard, but he guarded himself. Yeah. And then you look at Hartenstein, but he's a role player. He knows his spots. He has that nice little push floater, good pick and pop player. He rolls hard to the basket. But he's not somebody who will actually play make and look to be aggressive on a consistent night in and night out basis. Karl-Anthony Towns has done a great job of being like that center point type of thing, initiating the offense. Playing through him, allowing Brunson to get free without the ball, going to be crucial.
And that's saving Brunson's legs too for the fourth quarter.
I mean, and I got to shout out Shamet. Lights out shooting.
Came out big in the conference finals.
Huge. I mean, shooting way over 60% from three.
And they're loud threes.
Yep.
They're not just
they're
in garbage time.
Nope.
It's like it's like Cleveland will be on an 8-0 run, 10-0 run, and he'll hit a three and just
quiet that down.
Yep.
And what I like about him too is that he will also attack his closeouts, and he's sneaky athletic.
Yeah.
He will dunk on that baseline. If you let him get all the way to the basket, he will go in and finish strong. I think that Jose Alvarado gets some great minutes as well off the bench. Once again, keeping Brunson's legs fresh. You want those non-Brunson minutes to be winning minutes as well because you want to keep him fresh. He won Clutch Player of the Year for a reason. You want him down the stretch to be able to take shots.
You know what you're going to get from him in the fourth quarter.
Exactly, and show up big for his team.
So now that you're talking about, since you're talking about the Knicks, who you think's the biggest X factor?
Oh, man. Biggest X factor? I'll say for the Knicks, it might be Mikal Bridges.
I could see that.
I think that Mikal Bridges, if he can, especially because he can guard so many people, if he can take Fox out the game, who might still be a little bit hobbled with that ankle, if he can limit Castle and force turnovers on Castle, if he can help rotate and double Wemby and also get back to his man, he's a person I think can really break open a lot of other things for the Knicks, especially if he's making his corner threes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's probably my X factor for the Knicks. If I'm thinking about an X factor for the Spurs, I think it'll continue to be Dylan Harper.
It has to be.
You know, I think Dylan Harper's going to have a tougher time because Dylan Harper's about, what, 6'5", 6'6"?
6'5".
Right? He finishes well in the paint, but I don't know if we're going to be able to body up Hart, body up Anunoby, body up Mikal Bridges the way you've done in the previous round with OKC and finishing in the paint. I think Mitchell Robinson is a true shot blocker in this league, and he can be a deterrent for him. Versus OKC, you know, there's nobody really like that in the paint. Like Hartenstein's not really a shot blocker, and he's not someone you're afraid of when you think about finishing over him in the rim. And like I said, Chet took himself out the game damn near half the time. So those are the things that I have to look to see, like, what does that matchup look like? Does that aggression stay in him when he's going up against bigger wings, when he's going up against a center who's more traditional in protecting the paint, and that's what he likes to do?
Yeah, he's a big part of their offense, too, because sometimes they'll load up on Wemby, and if he's aggressive and he's getting to the paint and he's making shots, it forces them to be honest. So, yeah, we'll see how he play. I like how he's so composed. So I feel like he will find ways to be effective, but I feel like he's the X factor as well for the Spurs. If he's giving them anywhere from 15 to 20 a night, the Spurs got a really good chance of winning.
Oh yeah,
and I think he's so important too because if you look at that starting lineup, Champagny, he could shoot. Vassell, he's also a good shooter as well. Castle is kind of like, this and that. So when they're staggering minutes and he's on the court with players who can't shoot, he got to keep attacking the paint. Has to keep attacking the paint so it frees up the other players. He's very smart. He's great defensively. He's great at point of attack. He's big guard, like you said, 6'5". So he's usually fighting over screens. He's not really going under it. He's fighting over. So.
Yeah, and that's something that the Spurs do well altogether between Vassell, Castle, and Harper is that they are not cheating going on the screens. They stay
even
attached
Fox too.
To the man. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be interesting because, you know, there's so much implication for both sides between Wemby and what his legacy could be if he wins a championship in what this is third year.
Yeah.
What Brunson's legacy is going to be as a point guard.
Best Knick ever.
Potentially, you know, it's so interesting because I do want to double back later on and talk about Shea and his legacy because I see a lot of people start. I mean, why mainstream media is so like hyperbolic and so reactionary and this, you know, oh, Shea's better than Kobe or he's top 10 all time. I'm like, bro.
Someone said that?
Bro, bro. It's
someone said that for real?
Someone tried to have that conversation. That's why I stopped watching this. Was it the
That's
720? With them, is it
520?
520.
With Jeff Teague and them.
Yeah,
but you know they be trolling though. You can't take that shit for
honestly,
face value.
No, but the thing is too. That's the thing. It's like a lot of these platforms are just loud and ignorant, and I feel like we got to get back as a society to common sense and like sensible conversations.
Yeah.
Perkins and them were having it. You know, First Take was always gonna pull some bullshit as far as like where Shea is gonna be, or you know, he's the first guard since Michael Jordan to have over 50% shooting and scoring 30 points. I'm like, bro, this man lives in like the layup era. This 50% and that 50% are not the same 50% at all.
Yeah.
Like Shea don't know what a crowded lane looked like.
Yeah.
And we saw what Shea did against a crowded lane with just Wemby in the paint. He ain't look good. Wemby ain't look good. Quiet as kept. Wemby ain't look good this playoff series.
He didn't.
This whole playoff run, he ain't look the best. Outside the Suns, who are the Suns.
What do you mean, Shea?
Oh, sorry. I said Wemby.
You said Wemby, yeah. Shea.
My
you
apologies.
Good, baby.
Shea ain't look like shit.
Yeah.
I know people who were quite upset who took Shea's overs in a lot of them Laker games.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get you 25.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't been. He hasn't been playing to his peak.
Struggles against double teams. Yeah. Couldn't make his reads when, you know, OKC is such a deep team that his life and his decision making has been catered to just being easy. But we'll get back to that a little bit later.
To me, J-Dub and Mitchell's stock just went up
Yeah.
That's what I took from it.
A little both.
Because to me, if the Thunder had Mitchell, they would have probably won Game 7.
Maybe.
You
Or
don't
he
think
could have
so?
pissed down his leg too. You just never know.
Maybe, yeah,
You
who
just
knows?
never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know. We
Maybe
don't
I
know.
got too much. Maybe I got too much faith in him.
No, I mean he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. He's an impact player, but with hypotheticals it gets a little bit tricky. But with the legacies being online, it's like, man, Brunson, New York Knick legend, maybe the greatest Knick ever.
He gonna get a statue.
He for sure will, because he will be looked at as a savior, and he came at a time where everyone thought he was a bad signing.
Yeah.
No one liked when Brunson signed originally until he showed you what he is and who he could be and how he can elevate a franchise. We were having a talk off mic about how this keeps even small guards alive.
Yeah.
I don't really know if it does, only because I think Brunson is that special of a talent that sometimes we forget that that's the exception to the rule and not the norm.
The norm, yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know if like a lot of 6'1" guards are going to be getting paid as much as he is, or are going to be like first options the way that he is, because in today's NBA, like realistically, probably not.
It's tough, yeah.
It's going to be really, really, really tough. I mean, you saw what Trae Young's trade value was.
Yeah.
They didn't have to give up a whole lot to get Trae. The Atlanta Hawks weren't willing to sign him to no big extension. They're trying to build their team to look like the Knicks and have a bunch of big wings, a big point guard, and serviceable bigs.
Yeah.
So for Brunson, he's just going to be the exception to the rule. He's going to be a mold breaker, and he's going to go down as a winner. Like when he's at his Hall of Fame, one in high school, one in college, if he wins one in the NBA, he's going to be one of the few players to say that I've done it at every level. I've literally won at every level. And even if he gets like a Finals MVP, what that would solidify him as, probably one of the top 10 to 15 greatest point guards we ever seen in the NBA.
Already?
I mean, if you're looking at Brunson,
because
you
got
would
the
probably,
chip.
if you look at Brunson, you can probably put Brunson over J. Kidd if he were to solidify himself with a ring and a Finals MVP.
Already? I mean, he's been around for
He's
a
been
little
around
while
for a
now.
minute, bro.
Yeah.
Brunson's been around for damn near 10
Over
years.
Kid, you'd take him over Nash.
Yeah.
You'll take him over Gary Payton.
Because think about it. Really, really sit back and think about this.
Yeah,
The Knicks were a laughing stock of a franchise.
that's true.
Not enough is said when you elevate the floor of a franchise that much to where not only are you no longer a laughing stock, but you're a serious playoff contender.
Mm-hmm.
You are no worse. Like, I don't think they've been, like, since he's been there, they haven't been, like, worse than what? Like a 6th seed?
Yeah. They've been in the postseason
Ever since
year
he
that
came
he's been there. Yeah.
I mean, Steve Nash has obviously had a great career, some clutch shots, but like
Steve Nash should have a couple chips. I don't care what nobody say. He was one of my favorite point guards.
Like
he was a beast. He was a problem. And to me, he could have easily averaged 20 a game if he really wanted to be selfish.
but didn't. And maybe he should have, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Woulda, coulda, shoulda, but he didn't, sadly. And then, when you look at him in the playoffs, I mean, like, especially me being a Kobe fan and the Suns.
They got robbed in 07.
Against the Spurs?
Yeah, with those suspensions. They would have beat the Spurs that year. I think they would have got them.
Maybe.
Because I even think that game where all that shit was popping off, I think they were winning. That was when Robert Horry shoved them into the scorer's bench or whatever the shit was. I think they were up.
Yeah.
And they were on the road. The Spurs were gonna The Suns were gonna win in 07 if those suspensions didn't happen.
Maybe, but that's not how history went.
So
but then he had
if
other chances outside of 07, like where was he in 08? Where was he in 2010? I mean, like Steve Nash does not have a ring and doesn't have a finals appearance.
Yeah, he never made the finals.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. And I can argue that no, I'm trying to see if this Knicks roster was worse than his supporting cast in Phoenix. Nah, I think this Knicks roster is better. I mean, he still had Sean Marion, he had Amar Stoudemire,
and then
he
there
had
was
Joe Johnson.
There was that was for that was
for
1
like,
year.
yeah.
That was the first year, and then he left to Atlanta.
Yeah,
but they had like They plugged in a lot of different people over the years. They had like Boris Diaw, Raja Bell, Jason Richardson was there.
Even
Channing Frye, I remember was with them.
Yeah, I'm forgetting he played for the Heat
else?
as well, and he was on Phoenix. He guarded Kobe for that 2010 series. No, I'm sorry. I think that was for the Rockets. No, who else was guarding Kobe? And who else was it? No, wait, was he? Let me look up something because my memory's bad. I'm trying to think of the 2010 Suns roster. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. Steve Nash had some. He had some players.
Stoudemire was on that 2010 team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he left that summer.
Yeah, and it went to New
He was
York.
on that team. I think
Jordan Dragic was on that team. Jared
team.
Dudley, Channing Frye, Grant Hill was. Yeah, Grant Hill was on the team. I don't know why I'm mixing up because that I'm just remembering Kobe was on a heater in 2010, and he was killing.
because he beat them on the road. I remember that game.
Yeah,
but back to the Brunson ranking. You say you would put him top 10 or 15 all time?
for point guards for sure. Top 10, top 15.
Better than Stockton?
Yeah,
Think so?
Yeah.
It's just because he scores more?
Not just because he scores more, because I think he's just more of an
Because Stockton was a
impactful-
way better defender than he was. And Stockton was efficient. And he was giving you like 15 assists a game, bro.
Once again, when you talk about Stockton, you're just spamming pick and roll with Karl Malone. It's like I look at Stockton and his assists a lot like how I kind of looked at Tua's passing yards when he had Tyreek Hill that year where they were just going crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know Tua's not that crazy of a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, these passing yards are a little bit more of a result of someone else.
Yeah.
I kind of look at Stockton in that same light, and like, you know, once again, a great player, but when you're playing with at one point the second highest scoring player of all time.
Yeah.
Because what did Karl Malone end up finishing his career with? Like over 38?
It was like 38 something.
38,000 points or something like that. It's kind of like, okay. And then we can look at Stockton's averages real quick.
It wasn't much. It was probably like 11 points a game. I don't think he probably averaged double digits in points. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, no, for sure. He wasn't a scrub by any stretch of the imagination, bro. He played mad long. Got drafted what, 85? Yeah, 84, 85.
You take Brunson over Kyrie?
Ooh, that is a discussion there.
You'll take Brunson over Dame? You
I'd
put
probably-
prime Dame with this same Knicks team,
Yeah,
he's doing the same shit.
Stockton averaged 10 assists and 13 points. Yeah, I'm taking Brunson over Stockton. Sorry. Taking Brunson over Stockton.
You
for
taking
sure.
you taking Brunson over Dame?
If he wins a championship, yeah. Gotta say it. Yeah. You win a championship and Finals MVP. I gotta rank you. Like, I gotta take out a Dame talk.
You
know what I'm saying?
ain't answer my Kyrie question.
That's a tough one. I have to think about it. I have to really think about it.
I know you fuck with Kyrie. That's why I asked you that.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like I said, that's why I'm like top 10, top 15.
Yeah.
He's somewhere between 10 and 15 to me. You know what I mean? Like, Kyrie's that for me too. He's somewhere between 10 and 15.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where, if I'll put Kyrie at 11 and Brunson at 10, or if Kyrie's 13 and he's 12. I don't know just yet. I will say, though, what plays into Brunson's cards more so than Kyrie is that availability.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Brunson's hardly ever missed games his entire career.
That's true.
Unfortunately, Kyrie has dealt with injuries for his entire career, so his career looks a little bit different. I think Brunson is a more of a natural leader than Kyrie is, and that probably gives him the edge. I might end up having to put Brunson over Kyrie. It's not by much.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're both still top 10, top 15 point guards of all time. Because I think for me, the 5 is always going to be solidified between, you know, like, it's no order. This is Magic, Curry, Isaiah Thomas. Who else do I put at 4 and 5? I'm trying to pick my point guards properly at 4 and 5.
People are gonna say Oscar.
Oscar Robertson for sure.
And then that's where 5 gets, because
Five
some
gets
people
tricky.
got CP3, some people got Stockton,
Yeah.
some people got J Kidd. So to pick them there.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm really thinking because the 3 is solidified.
Yeah.
4 and 5 is kind of like it can get a little bit interesting.
Yeah.
But Oscar Robertson for sure. You know what? Because I did have Brunson over J Kidd.
Yeah.
Yeah, might even have to put CP3 there too because I think CP3 brought a lot of what Brunson brings to the game.
Yeah.
But just never had the right fit. I really wish CP3 made it to that Lakers roster.
Oh, in 2011.
Oh my God!
You think him and Kobe would have got one? Of course you do. You love Kobe.
Oof, boy,
But-
if they didn't get one, they would have been damn close. They would have been challenging the
It was the Heat at the time.
they would have been challenging the Heat. But even come out the West, they would have challenged that Mavericks team, which I don't know. I mean, Dirk just dismantled the Lakers bigs. Like, I mean, to the point where Andrew Bynum took out his frustrations on JJ Barea.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as Brunson, like he has a big not his legacy's on the line, but he has a potential leap to make. You know what I'm saying? There's something on the line for him. There's something for him to achieve. Wemby, on the flip side of that, man, Wemby is gonna look like
Jesus.
damn near.
If he wins, bro, I already see the narratives after. They're already gonna put the bet. They're already gonna throw best player in the game label, all that. If he wins,
there
this
might be
year.
arguments. He's gonna be on the precipice of being the best player ever. Like he does have that type of talent. You look at Wemby and it's like all the tools are there. Like literally all the tools
Just
are
gotta
there.
stay healthy.
If he stays healthy,
That's all it is.
I don't even think Wemby has to win this year, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I
agree.
can see him doing like they're young enough where I can see them making back-to-back trips to the finals.
Yeah.
I think they will be favored to come out the West next year, and I don't see a landscape in which they can be seriously challenged. Like I think they have OKC's number. LeBron's getting old. He's basically out the league. Next year may or may not be his last year. I don't think you have to worry about Houston at all. They look
Dubs are cooked.
just
for the time
the
being.
Warriors. I mean, Dubs are cooked, bro. Steph Curry is gonna be on the way out soon too as
Nah,
well.
bro.
Like there's no
He gonna get one
no
more, bro.
path. There's no pathway.
He's gonna get more and more. Watch.
There's no pathway.
All right, you'll see.
There's no.
He's gonna get one more. Tell you, Curry gonna get one more before he retires. I promise you. Yo, family, my boy Alex is right here with us, right? He's just watching us recording shit. Me and this nigga argue about Steph all the time. He's trying to shake his head. No, he gonna get one, nigga.
There's no pathway.
He gonna get one.
Think about it. Think about it. What free agent would they have
All
to
right, man,
attract?
we're not talking about the Warriors right now.
Exactly.
All right.
I mean, it's hopeful thinking. Like, look. You know what? Shout out to Curry. You know what, Curry? I've been telling people the reason why Curry was a free agent for so long is because American sneaker companies know that there's no other place where his sneaker is going to be more visible than the court, and they don't think he's going to be on the court for that long. But Curry looked like he wanted a longer contract with these shoe deals, and he went with Ling Ning, which is like the default. It's like the default shoe thing for all the athletes who can't find the deal they want from Nike or Adidas here in America. So he goes to Ling Ning. He got 10 years. Congrats, Curry. But
I
I'm
didn't
sure your
even
brand
want to talk about that today, bro.
I know.
He should have signed with Nike.
He should have. But
Nike fucked it up again.
Nah, I think they did the right thing. Honestly,
I think he didn't want to sign with them because they tried him the first time.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like Curry's 38, right?
Yeah. So
He's not.
if he dropped the shoe tomorrow with Nike, that shit will sell out in minutes.
It's
The
not
kids
about,
still
it's not
love that
about
nigga.
that though. When Nike signs players to shoe deals, they look at it as an investment for at least 5 years. Like even
Curry could still do
like
numbers in 5 years, I feel like.
I don't think Curry.
I think he's still. He was number one in jersey sales this year, wasn't he?
No, but you're not understanding. I'm not talking about his sales or what the impact on those are. I think he's not playing for 5 more years in the NBA. I think 3-4 tops.
I still think they could have given him a contract.
I think Curry retires.
They still could have came out with shoes for him even after he finished playing.
But once again, think about it. Like I keep saying, there's not going to be a time where you're more visible than when you're on the floor.
Yeah.
And if we're looking at you in the year you had this year, where you only played 30 games this year? If that,
No, he played like 40 something.
No way. It was 40 something.
I'm gonna look.
Look again, because he missed a shit ton of time. But even 40, you missed half the season on the bench.
Yeah.
We're not rushing to give you a big shoe deal when you're probably going to be done playing ball in the next 2 to 3 years, realistically.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not about Curry. We're going to get back to Wemby. Wemby, my boy. Listen, man, he ain't got to win this year. But Wemby might be the next player that legitimately has a shot to win 4 or more rings. Not too many players have had that type of potential and that type of longevity to do so.
Yeah.
He'll be in rarefied air, and the fact that he's starting so young gives him the best chance. Kobe was in that realm. Like, Kobe started winning rings very young. Wemby could potentially start winning rings really young. Jordan wasn't particularly young, but Jordan was so dominant that he got his shit out the way quick. Yeah, quick. You know. Yeah, Wemby. If I'm the rest of the league, I'm just afraid of Wemby, man. This is he looks like the shot problem. There's nobody in the world who can guard or touch this man. Yeah. You gotta pray. What you gotta do is you gotta get Bam Adebayo and Adrian Wilson to just put their kid in a tube and kind of fast process that baby. Have him be born at like 16 years old and develop him in like 3 years really quick. Yeah. So hopefully by the time Wemby's 25, you got some 19-year-old who can come out and say, "Hey man, enough of this. No more. We got your kryptonite." But outside of that, I just don't see a world. I don't see a world where anybody's really fucking with Wemby like that, man.
Yeah, I agree. And I was gonna mention, as like the last part of this little special episode, I was gonna ask who you thought had the coaching edge, but then I'm sitting there thinking, which coach just really is gonna win regardless of who wins this finals?
Who?
Popovich. You got 2 coaches right now who's both assistants under him, and they're playing in the finals. And you look at his coaching tree and all the people who have been under him. Budenholzer, he got a chip.
Yep.
I believe Quinn Snyder worked with him at some point. Mm-hmm. You saw what he did with those Utah teams, and even with Atlanta, he's doing a decent job. Mm-hmm. But I think that's a testament to his greatness and just the tree that he just built.
Of course.
Steve Kerr, even though he played for him, he never coached under him. Mm-hmm. But still essentially it's under the Pop tree.
Right.
So shout out to Pop, bro. He's probably the greatest coach of all time. When you just factor in shit like that, think about how much people came up under him, bro, and that are successful. He's the GOAT coach. Pop's the GOAT over Phil. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, that nigga got 11 rings. So
but he had Jordan and Kobe, the 2 greatest players in majority of people's eyes.
I ain't gonna cap
and people
what did you say last epised talking about all the personalities and the talent?
No, I agree.
So you got it. So you said you want to see the coaches with talent. No,
for sure.
You say you want to get the coaches with talent.
Okay, obviously, if we looking at it,
and he had no shortage of talent himself.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Obviously, okay, if we're gonna look at it head to head and success, Phil got 11. What are you gonna do? How you gonna against that?
You got 2 as a player, bro. You know Phil Jackson's jury, that nigga. But hey man, he got more hardware than rappers, bro. He got more jury than a lot of these rappers out here. All right, man.
I agree with you. But part of your greatness, nigga, is how you pay it forward, bro. Who you put on along the way. You in life, nigga, isn't one of the things we always like, whether if it be like our children or even like just like say you got like a younger brother or a younger homie that like you coming up with, you want them to be better than you or to at least match what you've done.
That's true. I mean, that's a factor in it, but
you get what I'm saying.
But
so
I also understand
that to me, like, yo, bro, that's some GOAT shit, bro.
It is, but some things too. Also,
2 assistants. Think about that.
Yeah, no, he don't get him wrong. Like his coaching DNA is all over the place. Pause.
Yeah.
But Phil is something that probably can't be replicated, and there's nothing wrong with not being able to be replicated.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna hold that against him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel that.
Phil's swag, his philosophy, the Zen master, like his lore is of that. You know what I'm saying?
Beyond you can.
Yeah. So it's hard.
His team could. There could be a 20-0 run on his team. He ain't calling a timeout.
Nope. He'll sit there and say, figure
that shit out, y'all boys.
You know what I'm saying? It is definitely different.
Facts.
Like, that's a lot of personality that you can't really mimic or, thing. But I would say the coaching matchup is interesting between Mike Brown and Mitch. I'm gonna say Mike Brown has a slight edge based off experience, and
This is his full circle moment.
yeah, and I feel like I said, Knicks won 2 out of the last 3 matchups with this team,
Yeah.
so I'm inclined to give them the edge. In all honesty, I still feel like Spurs have just a little bit of growing pain to go through. And
feel that.
this is gonna be that last little bit of growing pain to go through it. I know Wemby's emotional. It's gonna hurt to see Wemby cry, but I got Knicks in 6. All right, Wemby, you're gonna be all right, bro. This is probably gonna fuel you more than anything. You don't even need the monks no more. You ain't gonna be worried about Zen. You can be channeling that anger and that passion to get back to that point, that hunger in you, you know? And I think I think Wemby ends his career with 2 to 3 rings.
Yeah.
At least. I should say at least. Because unless Bam and Asia want to get on that test tube, baby, like I've been talking about, trying to stop this man. I don't know who can stop him. Who can stop him?
Nah, for real. Nah, but this is definitely a full circle moment for Mike Brown. Started off with Cleveland, had that one finals appearance, then kind of bounced around throughout those years. I know he had a year with Kobe. He went back to Cleveland. I know he was an assistant with Golden State. He was with Sacramento for a few seasons. So I feel like this is dope for him. I hope he wins. I think they're gonna win, and I feel like he deserves it. So, you think Knicks in 6? That's your final prediction?
Yeah, man. Not only Knicks in 6, but I got a little bit of this some New York shit I gotta get off, man. I'm not even from New York, but you know what I'm saying. This how I'm feeling about the fucking Knicks right now, nigga.
Straight bullying niggas, nigga. With that nigga Mike Woodson, yeah? Mello, bully. Chandler, bully. Daniel Martin, bully. J.R. Smith, bully. Pigioni, he's fucking taking your cookies. You hear me? Jason Kidd, he's open for 3. Copeland, the X Factor. Novak, fucking shooting 3s all day. Fucking assholes. Knicks, new niggas. How at that bench, nigga? That bench is chewing niggas up.
Yo.
My man Melo's a beast, nigga. All you niggas hating, suck a D. Swallow a plastic dildo, man. Fucking dicks. Knicks, fuck a first round, nigga. We going to the finals, man. Y'all niggas is hating. Fucking Herbs, 100.
hey, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know those were older names, but the energy's still the same. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Hey, man, I'm hyped. I can't wait. New York City might be on fire. If New York Knicks win the NBA Finals,
Facts.
you're going to hear a universal "yer" like you've never heard before.
Facts. Shout out to New York, though. It's long overdue for them.
This has been
Kind
fun,
of happy
man.
for them.
Yeah, no,
As much as they fans get on my nerves, bro, I'm happy for them. It's gonna be a fun finals. I'm excited, bro. It's
For
gonna be
sure.
fun. I haven't been this excited for finals in a while. Even like y'all know, I'm a Curry stan. I'm more excited for this finals than I was for the 2022 finals. For real. Like I'm actually, cause I was a little nervous for the Steph's 4th chip, cause the narrative was super team this, super team that. He ain't get no finals MVP. So I didn't really get to enjoy that finals because I was a nervous wreck. Especially when they went down 2-1. Like, I was going through it. So, yeah, this finals, bro, I'm really excited. I got the Knicks in 6. I think, like you said, the growing pains is going to catch up to them. And I think that the Knicks aren't going to let those same, like, immature moments and, those same moments where the Spurs had lapses, the same moments where, the Spurs were having lapses, I think the Knicks are going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and that's a great point, man.
They're not going to let up.
They're not going to let up. I don't know if the Knicks are going to be able to shoot as well because they've been absolutely lights out.
Yeah.
I expect for the law of averages to kick in at some point for the Knicks.
They'll come back
but
down
at the
to
same
earth.
time, I mean, my God, man, if Lammy Shamit gets loose, Josh Hart starts getting transition buckets, and that offense starts rolling, and then Brunson gets to being the Brunson burner.
Yep.
Those lulls are going to be very, very critical for the Spurs.
Yeah.
And Spurs guards, listen to me clearly. Give the ball to Wemby. All right? Stop looking to score off pick and roll actions. Understand in a pick and roll, if Wemby ducks down and establishes deep post position, give him the rock.
Facts.
Far too many times, y'all niggas don't do that, and then it ends up just being a corner three that bricks.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Give Wemby the ball. Allow Wemby to dominate. That is going to be your biggest chance to win. Cat isn't Hartenstein. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to space the floor.
Yeah.
And he's going to bring playmaking to this. So just understand what you're dealing with. And we'll see. Maybe you get, Dylan Harper talking about you want revenge for the cup. Hey, man.
Let's see.
Back in blood, bro. You better go listen to Pooh Shiesty, boy.
It's going to be fun.
Better get, you know what I'm saying? You better strap up, man. I don't know if y'all, some of you young niggas maybe never seen The Wires, man. Tell them niggas,
ain't seen that
tell
shit.
them niggas strap up.
Ain't
You
seen
know what I'm
that
saying?
shit.
Y'all don't know about Marlo and them niggas. Y'all know when Marlo went to war with Avon and that.
Facts,
Y'all don't
all them
know about
boys.
that. Y'all need it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some fucking
Tell 'em.
what's this shit with Desmond Idris? Y'all some Snowfall niggas, man. Y'all some Snowfall niggas. Hey, Snowfall's cool too.
I fuck with
You
Snowfall.
ain't never seen, my boy walking down the street whistling with the pump shotty. You know what I'm saying? You don't know about that, man. Just go watch The Wire and we'll see, man. Anything else you got to say to the people, bro?
Nah, I think that's about it.
All right, man. This is a
should
great,
be a
this is a
fun
great finals
series.
preview, man.
We'll be back soon. This was kind of something that we just cooked up last minute. So, and this was kind of fun though. I would like to do this more often.
Exactly.
Just throw one in when something crazy's going on or
Exactly.
something eventful's about to happen. So, we'll see y'all for the next episode. Thanks again. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Peace.